Have you ever taken a car ride around your neighborhood and really just embraced the beauty and appreciated the beauty that it has? That's what happens in this book, Last Stop on Market Street. This book is by Matt De La Pena, and the pictures are illustrated by Christian Robinson. I chose this book because it's a 2016 Newbery Award winning book according to the Association for Library Services to Children. This book is targeted for grades K through 2 according to Scholastic. So just a little bit about this book. They don't take a car ride, but they take a bus ride. And it's about CJ and his grandma who always ride the bus across town every Sunday after church. Today, though, CJ is particularly having all these questions and wondering things like, why does my friend have a car and why do we have to take the bus? Why does my friend have an iPod but I don't? Why do we always have to take the bus to the dirty part of town? Each question is met with an encouraging answer from his grandma, who's trying to get him to see the beauty around him instead of questioning things that he doesn't have. So this story also comes to life with all these really well illustrations done by Christian. So the pictures are just super colorful, engaging, and really appealing to the eye, especially for those younger readers, since this is for K through 2. So Nana is really just trying to urge CJ to see the beauty around him and appreciate what he has, but also finding beauty in himself as well, knowing that he's beautiful and that he's worth something, which I think is really important for all young readers and everyone to know in general. So a part that I really liked, I'm going to read, says, CJ looked around as he stepped off the bus. Crumbling sidewalks and broken down doors, graffiti-tagged windows, and boarded-up stores. He reached for his Nana's hand. How come it's always so dirty here? She smiled and pointed to the sky. Sometimes when you're surrounded by dirt, CJ, you're a better witness for what's beautiful. I just really like that part, and it stood out because Nana is just trying to teach CJ that we may have grown up not what everyone else has, and we may have grown up with less, and we might not be on the beautiful part of town, but it just shows how much more appreciated it is when you do come across things that you should not take for granted. So Matt said that his goal for writing this book was not to focus on diversity, but rather to write a story featuring diverse characters. And I think that really happened with this book. He was really successful with that. And he also was the first Latino to win a Newbery Award winning the Newbery Award since 1974, and this is the first picture book to win since 1982. So I think this book would be great for a read aloud, and also with doing a read aloud, it can spark really great conversations and discussions. Children can have really rich and powerful conversations about their thoughts and opinions, identifying themes or if there's a problem. It really just sparks really rich conversations. And this also would be great if a student does read this book. They could do a book talk. They could share what they thought, explain their own words what they thought the book was about. It can really show their comprehension level. And then also, it's just really important to have quality literature in your classroom. So that's why I strongly suggest having this in your classroom. But along with quality literature, I think it's important to have culturally relevant literature that is relevant to the lives of the students in your classroom to reassure and motivate them, especially as they are beginning to read. So I think that can be done with including text with characters similar in age, which I think CJ could be relatable to K through 2 students, maybe like a self-to-text connection. And also, just in general, Newbery Award-winning books are not just any normal book. They were chosen for a reason, and they most likely got their award for their interpretation of theme or their concept, their presentation of the information, the plot, characters, setting, and just the style that it was written in. This was really portrayed in a great way, and I would strongly recommend having this in your classroom as this is quality literature